Well, hello everyone. It's North Dakota Transplant checking in with you from I-94 westbound. Decided to do something different today. It's Easter Sunday. What better day to take a ride down the Enchanted Highway? I've never been down the Enchanted Highway. I would imagine many of you have not been down the Enchanted Highway either. It's a highway full of metal sculptures, and you can see the first one in the distance there. It's really quite substantial. I passed this one on the way up to Williston about 70% of the time. I do take Highway 2 some of the time, but decided to hit the Enchanted Highway with you folks today. So this is where we're headed. I also made a promise about some personal stuff. You know, I've got a lot of questions have been asked. I really haven't answered many of the personal questions. And today's Easter Sunday. So warning to everyone right now, this might offend some people. It might depress some people. It might bore some people. But as the owner and as the disclaimer states, I take no responsibility for how this video makes you feel. I do, however, welcome any comments, suggestions, questions. As always, the best method for that is a message as a subscriber. That way I can respond directly to you, even from my phone, because I get an email and I can just reply right from my phone. Alright folks, we are now on the Enchanted Highway. We're headed south. We're gonna find some metal sculptures along this highway to look at. I've never been down here, so we're all in for our first view. Who is North Dakota Transplant? Oh my God, who is that guy? North Dakota Transplant. I was born in the boot heel of Missouri, where I went to kindergarten. We moved to St. Louis, where I went to elementary school, and from there we moved to Omaha, Nebraska, where I attended junior high and high school. So I always say I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. My feet in the last slightly over half a hundred years, my feet have been all over the globe, as far away as Okinawa, Japan, and as close as Des Moines, Iowa. Many places in between. I started doing these videos as kind of a shout out to anybody that was thinking about coming up here to make a lot of money real quick, after witnessing a couple of young ladies who were in somewhat desperate situation living in their van in Williston. It has since blossomed into quite an addiction for me. I have this personality disorder. It's really the most deplorable thing at times and has been the most wonderful thing at others. I have this personality disorder. I call it the knight in shining armor personality disorder. I seem to have this compelling need to rescue people, to help people that need help and deserve it. And I've spent most of my life doing that. Last August, I got an offer for a job promotion and transfer from Omaha, Nebraska to North Dakota. I had been with a fabulous woman for about 11 years while we were not legally married, and I have to be careful up here in North Dakota. You know, if you're not legally married, it's actually a crime to say that you are, or to call a woman your wife. I'm not kidding. You can actually be arrested. It's a misdemeanor offense in North Dakota to say that you're married if you're really not. anyway, that's a whole nother issue. But anyway, oh, here comes another sculpture. This one I think is called Deer Crossing. Wow, that's pretty substantial too. Anyway, she wasn't secure in moving up to North Dakota with me. It came as a bit of a surprise the day that I was leaving to come look for us a place to live. We'll see that one on the way back. And of course, quite devastating after that much time together. I still miss her terribly. I miss our kitty cat. I talk to her on a regular basis. I would love nothing more than to go kidnap both of them and drag them up here with me. However, my situation up here has actually made her decision to not come with me probably a wise decision on her part, as painful as it's been for me and her as well. I'm probably, in the last 8 months, I've only been home in Moorhead, if you added all the days and hours together, less than 2.5 weeks. The rest of my time mainly spent in Williston. I'm trying to staff and manage 5 businesses up here in North Dakota, and Williston is still my biggest challenge. I call it my problem child. But anyway, back to who am I? In this knight in shining armor thing. It's been a plague all of my life. I've rescued, saved, influenced many people over my 100 years here. And recently, I thought that I was in the position to be helping or saving or improving the quality of life of someone else. And that kind of all came to a halt unexpectedly and abruptly, which has left me with little purpose in life. I don't have anyone depending on me. I don't have anyone that I can help. So there's like this empty hole. So believe it or not, you folks are helping me fill this empty hole. That's right, you're now my purpose in life. I'm here to please. I'm here to do whatever you'd like. I'll show you whatever you want me to try to photograph. I'll answer whatever questions you might want to have answered. Because it really does kind of suck when your whole life is about helping and rescuing and you don't have anybody to do that for. So, like I said, subscribe for me, send me messages instead of comments. The messages are much easier for me to reply to and answer. If you like what you see and what I'm doing up here, tell your friends about it. Give me a couple of like videos on your Facebook page. I appreciate everyone's comments, even the ones that aren't so positive. So I'm not sure how far it is between the sculptures on this little venture that we're on right now. I expected to see another one by now, so this thing might start running a bit long. If it does, I'll just have to pause and we'll take a few short ones of the rest of the sculptures. Because there's one of two things is going to happen. My video chip is going to fill up, or the batteries are going to die, or I'm going to run out of things to say, which that's not very likely. I can ramble on for hours. But anyway, so North Dakota, over the past 8 months, here's what I know for sure. They're some of the nicest freaking people up here you'll ever meet, the natives. Can't say the same for some of the folks that are up here from all over the country, but that's another story as well. If I come across as sounding negative, I don't mean to. I'm simply trying to report what goes on here while I'm here, what I see, what I witness. and to be of any help to anybody that might want me to check into something for them. I love the state of North Dakota. It has given me more challenges than I've ever had in my life before. It's given me some of the worst and some of the best times I've ever had in my life before. So nothing against the state of North Dakota. It has some of the most majestic beauty that I've ever witnessed, and I've been a lot of places. So shout out to North Dakota. Please don't think that I don't appreciate your state. Don't keep trying to send me back where I came from. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here for a while. So that being said, I hope everyone is having a pleasant Easter Sunday. That's what today is, March 31st. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I decided to take this detour because I wanted to see all of the metal sculptures, and so far there have only been 2 of them, and it's kind of a little bit depressing. It's not quite what I expected, but we'll keep rambling on here for a minute or two and see what's up. Update to Williston real quick. Not a whole lot has changed. It's still rather mild in comparison to what it was when I first got up here. I'm sure that's going to change quickly as the weather turns nicer and nicer. I'm sure it's going to flood back full of people. The latest report that I heard, for all of the oil that they expect to get out of the Williston Basin, they've only recovered about 15%, which means there's 85% of it still left up here to be grabbed, which means there's going to be jobs and jobs and jobs forever and ever, at least the next 15 to 30 years is what people are saying. Truck driving jobs everywhere. We got a little bit of snowflakes coming down. So, yep, the spring has not arrived in North Dakota yet, just in case you're wondering. So yeah, truck driving jobs, any of the diesel mechanics, equipment mechanics, if you know anything about this pressurized water equipment that they use for the fracking, there's all kinds of work up here, and a lot of the companies do provide housing. So, you know, check on the best website I could recommend for oil field jobs is BakkenShaleHelpWanted.com. That's going to be your best option if you're looking for oil field jobs. As far as other jobs, they're everywhere. They still exist everywhere. Again, it's costly to live there. About $3,000 a month for a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment right now. But anyway, North Dakota Transplant is going to sign off here for a little bit. I don't see any more metal sculptures. I might continue on here for a little ways, but I do have to get to Williston, and the fact that it's starting to snow right here means it could be starting to snow in that direction as well. So I'd prefer to go ahead and get there as soon as possible. I want to thank everyone again for tuning into my channel. You people are awesome. Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sundays. I know you won't get to see this until later this evening. I'll get it posted when I get to Williston. But keep tuned in. Let me know what you want. Let me know what I can do for you. You got a knight in shining armor here, and he needs something to do, something to occupy him, something to be a reason for the madness that he's going through up here in this crazy place. Talk to everyone who questions or requests anything. I'll reply as soon as possible, and I'll keep the updates coming. Tell me what you want to see. Good day, everyone.